What's poppin', y'all? This your DJ, Brian Jew, and you're listening to TBS efm. And welcome to our Friday Open Studio. What's poppin', people? Oh my goodness. Thank you for the applause. But today, because of the rain, we don't have that many people. Maybe 10,000 less than we usually have. Because I know people tuning in right now are probably like, rain? It's not raining today. It might not be raining today. It might be. But it's Wednesday right now, and it is raining for us here. It's
raining right now.
It is. It's raining outside, so I can't think of any lyrics. You're supposed to help me out. You're a bad co-host. You fired.
I was waiting to see where you were going.
I was going wild with that.
Seriously, in the beginning, I thought that was an actual song.
No, it's getting hot in here.
Yeah. Take off all your clothes, but we can't. Actually, it is hot in here. It's very
really
humid in here. We have no air conditioning. And I think the MCs, we should take all our clothes off now.
All right.
Why don't you go first?
You first.
Mr. CrossFit.
Let's pretend I did not say that. Anyways, we have a great show set up for you guys, as always. And before we get our show started, we're going to actually play the first song for you. And it's a great song from a great artist who I'm not really big into or, really gung-ho about this artist, but recently I've heard a lot of his stuff and I'm like, wow, he's very talented. So can you introduce the first song, Olivia Lim?
Yes, I sure can, Mr. Brian Jew. It's Ben Folds featuring Regina Spektor with You Don't Know Me.
That was Ben Folds with
Regina Spektor with You Don't Know Me.
So right now you guys are tuned into What's Poppin' on TBS efm, and we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. Welcome back to What's Poppin' on TBS efm 101.3 in Seoul and surrounding areas.
GFN 98.7 in Gwangju.
93.7 in Yosu. I love the fact that I'm in power here, so whatever I start off, you guys all just come and
We don't have a choice.
Me.
We don't have a choice.
Alrighty. Well, then I'm gonna do another thing. There are many ways that you can get in contact with us here at What's Poppin'.
Text 101.3 for a 51 charge you can, yes.
You mean pound 1013.
Pound or sharp. And you can send us a tweet to @EFMPoppin.
Or you can email us at efmpoppin@gmail.com.
Okay, I'm just going to be normal. You can also send us a Kakao Talk message if you have added us as your TBS EFM as your plus friend.
But make sure to add us, you have to put the little @ symbol in the beginning, so it's @TBS EFM, just like on Twitter, and then you won't have any difficulties finding us, right?
That's right.
That's right. And we also have another announcement for our open studio.
So for every Friday show, we have an open studio. We aren't live right now. It's actually Wednesday.
Not. It is, girl. And our open studio is recorded at 11 a.m. on Wednesdays, but guess what? Y'all can come join us in the studio. Yay! That's what we were hoping y'all do. But everyone's just quiet like, is there more? Is there more? There is more, actually, Olivia.
And if you would like to come to TBS EFM and be a part of the show, send an email to efmpoppin@gmail.com. Yes. Wait, efmpoppin at gmail. Oh, we're saying it together. Yeah. I'm like, why is he interrupting me?
Okay. I'm the interrupting cow.
Moo.
Yes.
Okay, so efmpoppin@gmail.com with your name and phone number. You can join me, Brian, and Eugene in the studio and kick it with us.
Kick it with the homies.
Aww.
You know what movie that's from, right?
Clueless.
Yes.
I love that movie.
Yes. And now it's time for the Word Up Words of the Week. Olivia, that's your segment, of course.
And on Fridays, we don't have a word for the day, but we will review all the words we picked up this week.
Yeah.
And we'll actually act out a scene with them. Brian, do you remember the words of this week?
Girl, I run this show. Of course I know it. This is my show. I'll cut you.
Please, what are the words?
The words were friend, just like you are to me. Celebration, which I want to do because there's so many wonderful people in here. Fever, because there's no AC up in here. It's hot. And also party. Let's party.
Because it's always a party for the open studio.
Isn't that food?
Pate. Oh, that sounds good.
Duck pate is made of liver.
Ooh.
Really?
Okay, anyway.
Okay, so, yes, you can go to a party to celebrate with your friends, but where's the fever gonna come in?
Because you party a lot, and a lot of people who are of age, they intoxicate themselves. The next morning, you feel like you're sick, like you have a fever. In other words, in that case, it would be more of a hangover, of course. But that could be kind of a fever. Because then sometimes your body, when it's dehydrated, I've actually gotten sick from a hangover before.
Oh, because your immune system is weak.
Exactly.
There you go.
Is that how it works?
No, it happens to certain people. It happened to me once. I was hungover one time, and I stayed home. I put the AC on blast, went to sleep for like 3-4 minutes, and I felt my body temperature, just rising up. And then all of a sudden, I went to the hospital, and I found out I was sick. I actually had a fever.
Wow.
Yeah.
But if you go to sleep with the AC on, like you will get sick automatically.
Well, I can't sleep with the heat. It's too humid.
I
these
know
days.
it's tough. I
But
can't. Get any
why
sleep
do they
either.
call it a hangover? Like, aren't you feeling under the weather? I mean, I never really understood that.
You know what?
Yeah.
The answer is Google it. Anyways, or neighbor, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
We're gonna go over the word up words of the week, and like Olivia said, we're gonna act it out, and Eugene will go bing, bing, boom, boom, or the other way around. He'll do that when the words come out in the acting scenes. So today's acting scene, we're not gonna give you. Actually, should we
What?
tell them what it's about?
No.
No,
No.
Just act it out. And
Yeah,
then
let's
we'll
just
figure
go
it
right
out.
into
One
it.
thing, though, I will say that you're going to have weird accents in both the first and the second scene instead of doing the first one normally and having the accent in the second one.
So we both have accents.
Yes.
In both of the scenes.
Yes.
And I think we switch roles at
Yes.
some point.
So this
Oh,
should
so
be
I-
very, very interesting.
I actually played young Brian in this. Actually, I looked at what I was kind of like this when I was younger.
Oh, for real?
Oh, really?
Kinda.
Okay.
Sure.
All right,
Yes.
well,
Kinda meaning totally.
are you ready?
We are ready. Ready?
I'm ready.
Action!
So, Brain Dexter, are you going to the party tonight?
What party?
For real? You mean you weren't invited? OMG.
Not that I know of, but I can go if you want me to go instead of our weekly study time. Wait, whose party is it? Your friend? What are we celebrating?
Never mind. I was kidding. There's no party.
Okay, so that means we'll study, right? Because I really wanted to go over the section in thermodynamics because I think we could both use a refresher for the preparation for our text next week.
So, actually, I'm feeling sick. I think I'm coming down with a fever. So, I don't know if we should study together today.
Olivia, you're full of it.
And see.
And scene.
Oh,
All right.
so that
so
was
did
a
you
young
guys figure out what role I was playing? I was playing a... Yes. You guys can be louder than that. Y'all can be crazy. Nerd! Who you calling now? I'll cut you! All right. That's exactly how I was playing. Oh, who I was playing. And Olivia was a... What were you, actually?
An airhead.
Yes.
Or a valley girl.
Or the,
Airhead.
the
Actually,
popular girl who...
I used to love eating Airheads. The candy. The little chewy
Yes.
stuff. Oof.
I don't remember those. What were...
The apple. They had
I remember lemon heads.
it was like
Lemonheads are
Laffy
good, too.
Taffy kind of. It was like a very
Must be a New Jersey thing. I
No,
don't
saltwater
know.
taffy. You don't know taffy? Everyone knows taffy.
Well, I know
Well, in
taffy.
Korea they call it taffy caramel. It's chewy.
Yeah, okay, I think I know what you're talking about.
But
It's been a
Airheads
while.
were one of my favorites. That's why I was fat when I was younger because I used to eat a lot of those for lunch.
But guys, what if the role was reversed and Brian was popular and Olivia was the nerd?
Oh,
And
wow,
if
that's a stretch.
Brian was the woman and Olivia was the man.
Ooh.
So it's not like I'm like, hey Olivia, you want to go on a date with me? Like a jock? I'm actually a
No, you're
valley
gonna
girl.
be the valley.
You're a
girl.
girl. You're what I was in the last scene.
If I were a girl. Could you imagine? That'd be the difference.
That would be cool.
Anyways, we got to do the acting scene because Eugene wrote it in the script.
So
we gotta
shall
do it.
we continue with the scene? Action.
Like, oh my god, I don't have a date for prom, Oliver. Would you like to take me with you?
Brianna, don't you have lots of other popular guys climbing over each other to go out with you?
Like, yeah, but they're so dumb. Like, I like smart, wise men. Like, I don't want a Netherland.
What? Netherlands?
Like, the primitive caveman. The ooga boogas. I don't like them. Oh my god.
Oh, you mean Neanderthals. And actually, Neanderthal society has been stereotyped with the common caveman image we have seen in movies and on TV. But their society was inherently more complex than we previously had ever imagined. In fact, it is fascinating when you study the complexities of the...
Oh my gosh, you're so smart. That's why I love you so much. You're gonna pick me up at 7, okay? And we're gonna go to my favorite diner or dinner. We're gonna have dinner at my favorite restaurant, Applebee's, because I love that place. I love their appetizers and everything. And then you'll pay for it all, of course. And then
Brianna,
what? Why you cutting me off? You also got to get a rent-a-car, and it better be a BM, you know what, because I don't want to be in no little Humpty Dumpty car.
Brianna, stop. I'm not going to prom with you. I already have a date.
What? Who? When I get my hands on her, I am going to.
Hello, Oliver.
Hi, honey. Brianna, I'd like you to meet my prom date, Eugenia.
That's a girl? Oh my gosh. She has hair on her chest. That's disgusting. She looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh my gosh, she's even more manly than the CrossFit guys in Korea. Ew. Where are you from, Eugenia?
I am from the Netherlands.
End scene. Oh, that was hilarious.
That was actually fun because we got to ad-lib a little. I added a little bit of stuff in there.
You did.
So, Brian, you're a little bit too good at that. You know what I mean?
Don't hate me because you hate me, Eugene.
I do not hate you.
Alrighty. With that said, we have a song set up for you guys right now. And Olivia, could you introduce the song?
Taste It by Jake Bug.
Alright, we're back. That was Jake Bug with Taste It. And we're back with TBS efm's What's Poppin'. So, right now we have a special, I guess, listener, but she's here physically now. And she's also been here a few times. I would consider her more like a family now to our What's Poppin'
Definitely.
program, right?
Absolutely.
Yes, I feel like she works with us now.
I know.
You might as well give her a segment on our show.
That may happen in the future. Who knows?
Oh. So let me introduce her. She's the wonderful, the beautiful, the talented, the girl who came from Texas. This is, I can't say your last name right because the L's. Do you have to make the L sound?
Villanueva.
Y'all do it.
Via.
Villanueva.
Adriana Villanueva.
You can just call her like Newtown.
Why is it Newtown? Is
Because
that,
New village, new home.
Yeah. Via.
Nueva means new, and via.
I don't know no Spanish. Gosh, I took French.
I'm
Come on,
trying
vous
to
appelez-vous?
educate you here.
Educate me. Thank you very much. But thank you for being here again early in the morning. So right now we're going to discuss the best parties that you've been to in your life, and which event in your life would you think would be the best to celebrate, pretty much. So those two questions, we're going to discuss that between the four of us, and of course all listeners here. So Adriana, which best parties have you been to that you remember and you're like, oh, this is like one of the best parties of my life?
Well, I want to say a really big one was when I was 15, my quinceañera, sweet 15.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah, the quinceañera. That's awesome.
Oh, that's
I have
really
no
cool.
idea what
It's
that
like
is.
sweet 16, but 15. And
I thought you said quinceañera. I was like,
quinceañera. Quince means 15. It's like a sweet 15 birthday party, like a sweet 16.
Just like in the States, sweet 16,
yeah, but for the Hispanic culture.
So do you get like a lot of gifts and stuff like that?
Yeah, you have a huge party, a
Ooh.
dress, a church ceremony, a comida, which is a lot of food, and then a dance.
Why would we invite it? I wouldn't be invited to
I would have so invited you. I didn't know you.
If we
then.
knew each other back then,
Yes.
So how many people came to a quinceañera?
Well, for sure you have like a court of 15 guys and 15
Oh,
girls.
right.
They like represent a year of your life.
Oh.
And then
wow.
we had a lot of family, and I have a twin sister, so
Identical or fraternal?
fraternal.
Oh.
Yeah, her name is Brianna.
No way.
That's an
All these
awesome name.
connections.
Yeah.
That's an awesome name. Alrighty, so what other, I guess, times of your life would you want to celebrate? Like, I think of times in my life where I'm like, I should have celebrated this. I should have had a big party. Like, is there anything like that in your life?
That I should have done?
Mhm.
I don't think
Or
so.
that what you should want to do in the future? Like, you have future things coming up. Like, maybe my new job promotion, I'm going to have a party for that or something.
That would be great. I don't know
Your
what
new
that
job
one
here
is.
at TBS EFM?
Right.
No, what about you guys? Like, have you ever? What was the best party that you guys have been to?
Well,
you know what? Actually, to be honest, I'm going to think about that while this next song goes out.
Oh, okay.
And the next song is actually a great song. This is Daft Punk with Instant Crush. Check it out, y'all. This is my girl Aaliyah with the song Street Thing. All right, welcome back to What's Poppin'. And earlier we were discussing the best parties we've had in our lifetime. And we had Adriana tell her side, but me and Olivia didn't really say much. You didn't even say much about that either.
Yeah, my best party was my 30th birthday party where I had like 1 million people there that some of them I didn't even know. So it was pretty amazing.
It's a fun celebration to have a lot of people. What
That's
about you,
fun.
Olivia?
Well, when I lived in LA, I'd been to a few parties in like nice houses, you know, like the Hollywood Hills, Beverly Hills, like mansions, and it was just swanky, and it was just fun, you know, fun to be there.
Swanky.
Very swanky.
Wow. Well, for me, I'd have to say my recent, I guess, CrossFit after party.
Oh,
because
right,
we
yeah.
rented out this whole bar lounge afterwards, and it was just fun to hang out with a lot of CrossFitters from all over the world, not just Korea.
I heard you danced on the bar, Brian.
Yes, unfortunately, that
we
happened.
saw that footage.
Well, you have no choice when the #1 fittest woman in Asia calls you out in front of everybody, like, Brian, come here. I'm like, yes, let's have a dance off. I'm like, what? And my back was hurting, and the music was bad because they were playing ballads. I was like, I can't dance no ballads, so the dance off didn't happen.
You
But-
should have done like the box step.
The box step to a ballad?
Why not?
It doesn't work for me.
Not for Brian.
Anyways, we have another discussion we're going to go over, but we'd like to introduce our next listener and I guess guest here on our show. Can you introduce yourself for all the listeners?
Sure. My name is Carlin, and yeah, I'm happy to be here. It's my first time.
Where are you from?
From Colorado.
Colorado.
Yes.
It's our first Colorado guest, isn't it?
No.
No.
We've had a Colorado guest on What's Poppin' before?
Yes.
Really? Who?
Phone in.
I'm talking about physical guests.
Oh, okay.
Yuji, don't get all smart with us.
He's all
My
technical.
bad.
Dang,
Okay.
just because we were acting like nerds earlier doesn't mean you have to be all smart.
Well, actually, if you... No, I'm just kidding.
Now you don't have to be airheaded either. Alrighty, so the discussion that we're going to go over right now is actually friends from long ago and how you met your best friend. So, do you have a best friend right now that you still keep in contact with?
I actually don't.
You don't have a best friend?
No. I remember my old best friends, but I don't have one right now.
Ah.
Yeah.
I think it's hard to title somebody your best friend because, you know, people will judge you if this person's your best friend. You talk to them all the time. You hang out all the time. You're like Siamese twins. You're like, you know, always around each other. But physically, that's impossible with the way our lifestyles are, I feel like. You know, I'm the same way like you. My best friend from high school and I, we haven't talked for a whole year. So do I still consider that person my best friend? You know, even though when I do see the person, there's no awkwardness. You know, but, yeah, like you said.
It's
you gotta
hard,
go-
right?
It is hard. Especially, even though we have internet and all the social networking pages and all that stuff, you know, it's like lazy friendships. Like, all right, I know my friend's right on the computer screen, so do I really have to text this person or message this person?
Yeah, you
because they're
already
going to be
see.
there all the time anyway. Yeah.
It
So,
takes work, just like any relationship, you know?
That is true.
It takes work.
What about you two? About
I
best
actually
friends?
had a falling out with my crew in high school. There
Yikes.
were four
I
of us.
knew you was in a gang. Your crew.
Yes, my crew of nerds. Like
Okay.
we would get together and
Did you guys have like nicknames for each other? You're R2D2 or
No, nothing like that. Nothing like that. We sat around and played a lot of video games. That's what we did.
and Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I was just
But-
guessing it too.
Oh my god.
But after I graduated from high school and we went to college together, and we kind of didn't see each other as much, but we still hung out. And then after that, I moved to Japan right after I graduated.
Okay.
And I was there for 3 years, and when I got back, I said, "Hey, let's kick it." But they didn't hang out with each other anymore, even.
That's what happens.
So
Everyone goes down like a different path.
Yeah.
You know? You don't change, you just like evolve.
Yeah, that's true. It's I feel like it's not change. It's like a new, I guess, added event in your life. But the friends have the same thing with my friends. I go back home after 5 years, and the kids that I used to hang out with in one group, I remember their names is like Hao, Fong, sorry, the Chinese and Vietnamese friends, of course, and also Bob and Sung. The four of them would always hang out every day.
yeah.
And all of a sudden I go back and I'm hanging out with Bob. I'm like, hey, what's Hao doing? He goes, I haven't talked to him for 2 years. Where's
Yeah,
Fong? He
that's
goes,
just-
oh,
that's
Fong
just-
fell off the face of the earth.
That's
So
terrible.
nobody keeps in contact.
It's sad, but that's what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, oh, what's his face is married, so he's got to take care of his kids. Or,
Right.
what's his face got a new job, so he has to work night shifts. So
But like, I
it's
tried to
hard.
contact one of the guys in my old crew, and he's like, after you moved to Japan and you came back, you're too good for us now. You don't want to hang out with us. I'm
Oh,
like,
they
Wow.
did
I was
the
like,
"you're too good for us" thing on you.
But you don't even hang out with each other, so how can you accuse me like that?
Aw.
It made me feel terrible. And
What about you? How do you feel? Like? Do you have friends like that you fell out with?
I don't know if we just fell out, but like they're in the States, right? And I feel like time warp here. Like I'm pretty
That's
much
true.
staying the same, and they're like moving on with their
Yeah.
life really fast, right?
Oh. I mean, it could be that you're moving on as well.
That's true.
But like you said, the time difference makes a huge difference for us because you do want to chat on the phone, but when it's daytime here, it's nighttime
It's
there.
hard. It's hard to set up Skype dates.
And then you can't. I actually got in a fight with one of my friends. Not a fight, but like an argument because I was like, "Hey, dude, like, let's chat sometime." He's like, "Okay." The first 2 or 3 times it was like that, and then the third time he blew up on me like, "Dude, it's nighttime here. I'm tired." I'm like, "Whoa!" I'm trying to make good friend here, and you blowing up at me for trying to make that effort to
he
stay
thought
friends.
he thought you were being needy, man. That's,
Yeah, I was like,
Wow.
that's just wrong.
That is wrong.
And it's funny how people read into messages so deep. Like there's emotion behind a text.
Yeah.
Like you text somebody, you'll get a text from somebody like, "Hey, what are you doing tonight?" And then you text them back, "No big plans." And that's probably the tone of voice you're thinking when you're texting the person. The person calls you back like, "You don't have to have an attitude." I was like, "I didn't give you an attitude."
What?
You
How
wrote,
was that?
Yeah, because they go, "You just wrote no big plans." I was like, "There's
you're
no
pouting?
yeah, exactly. I didn't pout. There are no exclamation points."
Oh,
That's
man.
the problem with like
That's
texting,
texting,
and
yeah.
emailing because they don't know the intonation that you're saying it
Exactly.
in. So you know, like, oh, I've had so much miscommunication with that. It's ridiculous.
You know someone's mad if
you're
there's a swear word
sarcastic-
involved.
if you're a sarcastic person, then texting
Then you're
that's in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're in big trouble. See, that's why I add like a smiley face or like wink or like a ha-ha to let them know I'm joking.
Yeah, I'd start doing that too because people said your text message are too cold.
I know, but it's like I'm joking. I'm joking. So you gotta like soften it with an emoticon.
Exactly. Like if I texted you said, "Hey Olivia, did you have dinner?" and you didn't have dinner, what would you respond with?
Not yet.
Exactly.
I'd be like,
but then
"No."
my friends would be like, "Dude, hey, what's up? I just texted you, and why was your answer not yet?" There's no attitude in my text message.
Oh my gosh.
But I don't think, Brian, I've never even seen you get angry in my life anyways.
That's why. That's my friends when I like. Okay, ask yourselves: have you seen me that angry all the time? Because no. Then why would I text you with an angry text message? Duh.
Be like, honey, I love you.
I don't
read
get
it the
that.
wrong way. Yeah.
Yes. Well, right now we're gonna play a song for you guys. I guess this is another reason why people get in fights. Only that last word. So can you actually introduce a song and don't mess up introducing a song this time, Olivia? With bye we do.
Okay, I got nervous.
Okay.
So this is Hips Don't Lie.
Yep.
Shakira featuring Wyclef Jean.
Yeah, requested from Kalina Kim.
Carlin.
Yay.
That was my girl. I'm gonna use my girl for every person.
I know.
Shakira featuring Wyclef Jean. What was the song called?
Hips Don't Lie.
Exactly. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, hips don't have mouths, so technically they could not lie.
Exactly. That was a nerd thing to say, and you did it.
Speaking of nerdy
Thank
things, we are now going to play True or False.
Wait, why does true or false got to be a nerdy thing?
It doesn't have to be.
Because I sound like a big nerd when I'm describing
Nerdy
the
things
facts.
would be more riddles. I
Okay.
love riddles,
All
though.
right.
That's the nerd in me showing.
Well,
But like Eugene said, we're going to go into the true and false segment of our show.
yes.
And we have a very special guest as well. Could you introduce yourself?
Sure, my name is Bonnie.
Bonnie from...
I'm from Washington and Oregon State. Both.
Wow. Now, I'm going to say this. I'm like, she's the first person on our show from Washington State. And Eugene was like, no, we had to call her.
we did have somebody
There
on
you
from
go.
Oregon before, though. Mike Jones.
Well,
We need a new writer. Wait, Mike Jones from Oregon? I thought originally he's from Canada.
He is originally from
and
Canada.
then he moved
but
to Oregon.
Moved to Oregon, yes.
Oh, okie dokie.
Okay, today's true and false question is
Yes.
about the Great Wall of China. Are you
Great
guys
Wall of China.
Are you guys familiar with the Great Wall of China?
I
A
know.
little bit.
You know.
Not really.
Have you been there? Have you been there?
In my past life, I built the Great Wall of China.
You built it.
No, I don't know. I was
Okay.
practicing my accent.
All right. So, do you know what it is called in Chinese? Well, in Korean.
In Korean?
Yes.
I have no idea what it's
No
called.
idea.
No clue.
It's written on the script, but I want you to do it so you
It's
sound smart.
말리장성.
Yeah. You
which-
know why I made you say it out loud?
Why?
Because you spelled it wrong on the script.
Really?
You wrote milli.
Oh, that's true. I did.
Yes.
In the Chinese characters for 말리장성 means the 10,000 mile long castle.
So man as in 10,000.
Yes.
Oh.
And 말리, like that's li is like an Asian measurement system, I guess.
Okay.
Usually translated as mile, but it's not exactly a mile.
And 장성 is the long castle.
Yeah, long castle.
Okay.
Oh.
Most famous part of it was built between 220 to 206 BC, and the wall has been maintained, most of it, by the Ming Dynasty.
Oh.
Do you know your Chinese dynasties?
the Ming Dynasty?
Just the Ming Dynasty.
You got
It's
the
from a
Qin
long time
Dynasty,
ago.
the Ming Dynasty, the Qing Dynasty, and...
Are you doing it in order? Is that the order?
No, I
Oh.
don't remember the order.
You don't know the order.
You got the Han
Well,
Dynasty,
I mean,
the
if
Song
he's like a
Dynasty.
real nerd.
Yeah, okay. Of course, the Manchu Dynasty was the last one that right before the nationalists took over.
Oh.
That's true.
Wow.
Did you know that was true? Wow.
Nodding in agreement.
She's agreeing with you. Like, oh, that's true. She didn't know that.
Okay.
Remember, she's the airhead of our
And
crew.
of course,
Come on.
if you consider the length of the entire wall, with
Okay.
all of its branches, because it's not just one wall, there's many branches that go off everywhere. It is 21,196 kilometers long.
Wow.
Is huge.
Yeah.
What purpose was it built for? Usually they say it was to repel invasions against the Chinese Empire. Back when they had an idea where, China was the center of the earth and everybody else is barbarians, they wanted to keep the barbarians out.
Yes.
So, have you ever been to the Great Wall of China, either of you?
No.
I've been to.
I haven't.
I saw it on TV.
You saw it on TV?
Does that count?
Yeah, that counts, I suppose.
I
Okay.
saw it in a magazine.
Saw it in a
I
magazine.
saw
That's
pictures
also
of it.
okay.
Is it okay?
Yes. I have never been there myself. I've been to
I'd
China, but I
love
haven't
to
I
been.
saw it in a movie,
Which movie?
Kung Fu Panda.
Was that in that movie?
Because everybody was kung fu fighting.
Wow. Yes.
You guys are. See, that's what I love about our guests. They're so shy that when they laugh, they cover their faces with hand
They're
claws.
very demure.
Just let let it out.
That's great. That's
Yes, they're like, we're women. We have to cover our mouth. Yes.
But today's true or false question. Would you like to hear what the question is?
Of course.
Okay, the
Please.
question is: the Great Wall of China is visible from space. Is this true or false?
False, man.
It's true.
Whoa!
No, you can't.
Clear division.
There's gonna be a different, like, detailed part of this, but if you're asking from that question, that specific question, it is false.
No,
Okay.
it's the only man-made thing that's visible in space. I read this somewhere.
All right, what do you think?
I think it's true. I've heard the
Okay,
same
so
thing.
we got two true,
If
one
I hear
false.
satellites or cameras or something like from space, I will cut Eugene.
How about the audience? What do they think? Is this
True or
true
false?
or false?
True.
You can see the Great Wall of China from space.
Yes.
Okay, can I have a raise of hands of anyone who's actually been to space? Oh, nobody. Okay, well.
What kind of question is that? Oh my god.
Okay. Before you answer that, because I want to discuss it a little bit more, we're gonna
Yes.
play a song for you guys because I think this is bull donkey. So check it out. This is Roxette with "Dangerous." All right, we're back with the true and false again. We got to find out the answer. Can you see the Great Wall of China from space? I think it's false.
It's true.
All right, before we get into that, we have some fans here in the studio from, I guess, Taiwan, and they were going through all the Chinese dynasties by hand. You know?
But please make it quick because we are running out of time.
No, I'm just saying I thought that was pretty amazing. But
Okay. I think
true or false?
Alrighty.
This answer is, well, there are a lot of documentaries that show that they claim that you can see it from space. However, that is false. It is a common misconception that people have started to believe because one person said it a long time ago. So, for some more information on this, Brian, congratulations, you were correct.
I was the only one correct. So all y'all getting cut after the show.
Yeah, I was very surprised to hear this too because people always talk about it. But to see the Great Wall of China from space, you would need to have vision 8 times greater than the average human being, which means that it's impossible to
And
see
we ain't
from
no
space.
Superman.
You need like some kind of telescoping lens or something like that. I mean, there are some cities that you can't even see from space. So how are you going to see a thin wall that's not even like 10 meters wide? In some places.
I'm gonna look this up.
You should look
This
this up.
discussion
This is
isn't
an
over.
urban legend.
It's over.
It's not
It is
over.
It's over.
No.
So congratulations,
You
Brian. You were correct.
Thank you. Thank you very much, y'all. Thank you very much. I
And for
won.
Olivia?
I would like to thank God, first and foremost. I would like to thank my mom and dad. And I want to thank Eugene for always educating me on this program. I would like to thank Bonnie for being our guest on our program. And also Carlin for being our guest on our program. And everybody here today, of course, from Japan, Korea, Taiwan, China, all over the world. From Jubilee Church. And what's your name? I almost called you Eugenia. Olivia.
Good grief.
But we have to say goodbye to everybody right now. I just feel good because I was right today. What? All right, the last song of the hour is Phillips Home. And we're going to play that for you guys right now. This is Brian Ju.
Olivia Lim.
Eugene Hong.
Signing off. Peace.